Scorpio. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm happy to do this tarot reading for Scorpio placements. The messages may or may not resonate. Thank you for your presence and energy, and I hope you're all doing wonderful. So I'm being guided to pull an animal for you, and you guys are welcome to look up the spiritual meaning to whatever animal comes out, and there will be a message in there for you. Well, you got fire, so not an animal, but an element. So definitely look into fire, but it could have much to do with creation, with warmth, with even destruction, because with destruction comes creation. It's a 19, so you could be a November 19th, even an October 19th. You could be a life path number 1. You could also be a November 10th. And it says creation, beginning, and expression. So new beginnings, Scorpio. You guys could have fire placements in your chart as well. You got a channeled song, and it's a rap song. It's by Rich Homie Quan, and it's called Some Type of Way that came through. And as far as the tarot, as I was shuffling the deck for you, 3 cards did show themselves. One is the 10 of Wands reversed. Then you got the Judgment. And then you got the Everything is Fine card in reverse. So it's looking like burdens being lifted. And it's looking like you guys are actively creating some sort of harmony in your lives. Maybe you're like, you went through a rebirth or resurrection of some sort. And this new version of you like doesn't do overbearingly hard stuff, or doesn't take on too large of a load, or act like everything is fine when things are not, in fact, fine. So that's really what I'm getting here. And then there could be a person in your energy, Scorpio, that you ended things with that wants to like resurrect things with you, have some sort of reunion with you, or have some sort of closure with you, okay? So thank you so much, Spirit, for overseeing this act of divination for Scorpio and their highest good, and surrounding this space in your divine love and protection. If you guys are interested in a personal reading with me, please DM me on Instagram. I'm not using my old email anymore, or the email that I had for a long time, just for safety reasons for myself. Once that situation is resolved, I don't know, I'll do something different. But for now, I'm just going by DMs on Instagram and or TikTok if you guys are on TikTok. Thank you, Spirit, for being here for Scorpio. Some of you guys could benefit from stretching or from some type of massage. Maybe some of you are massage therapists, but I'm seeing like a really nice back rub, or a nice like warm bubble bath, or you guys just stretching for like 5 or 10 minutes before you go to sleep, or even before you wake up. Two more for Scorpio, please. Thank you, Spirit. The Chariot reversed. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a Cancer, or you could have Cancer placements in your own chart. But someone could have got hurt in an automobile accident, and there could have been a back injury. Like maybe physical therapy is necessary. Maybe you're a physical therapist. That could even be the beginning of some sort of love story that ended. Maybe you met someone that you were helping heal. Imagine that, Scorpio. And you guys got together, and then the situation ended, and now they want you back. It could be something like that, or perhaps the other way around. Maybe you want them back. It moved really fast, but then it came to a screeching halt. Hi, Cher. So I post this schedule every Sunday. That way everybody knows like when their sign is getting read for, and no one like has to ask like during another sign's reading. But I post it every Sunday, and I did Sag on Monday. You guys are like actually like one of the first signs that have been like every week. And it was a good turnout. I think like 70 people were there. But yeah, so I would love for you to be a part of the Sagittarius readings. There's a really good crowd there. No surprise there, right? But so yeah, the new schedule will be up on Sunday. But you guys might be in the top 4. Cause I love you too, Cher. The 4 signs of this week that gave the most views or engagement, I'm doing bonuses for them tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, Sagittarius is on that list. You guys did get one of the highest amounts. Depending on how Scorpio does now and Gemini does after that, you guys may get a bonus reading tomorrow. But I will, once I'm done with Gemini's reading, I'll post it to see who is going to get read for on Saturday. But thank you for your presence. Cancerian energy, something could have been moving really fast, maybe got out of control, and you said you were done with it here, Scorpio, okay? For others of you, this is a caution to like maybe slow down, lighten your load, take some things off your plate, delegate responsibilities, etc., just so you don't feel like burned out, okay? And then for others of you, this may be a Cancerian that is interested in getting back together with you, okay? Four of Cups reversed is what we're starting out on. I think perhaps this Cancerian missed an opportunity with you here, okay? Or it's a warning for slowing down so that you don't miss an opportunity here, Scorpio, okay? But I'm really kind of picking up that it's someone outside of your energy that maybe came to a screeching halt in their own life because the connection between you and them came about with, she says, yay. An ending came about with those 2 sets of 10s at the beginning of the reading. But it does look like somebody wants to resurrect something with you. Of course, you could be feeling like this about a Cancerian natured person because it stopped, or that's the advice here is to stop. And someone possibly missed an opportunity here with you. With the Hanged One, it's because they have a change in perspective. Maybe you have a change in perspective, or someone does need to change their perspective, get a different point of view to gain some sort of enlightenment here. Or somebody sees the light now, Scorpio, and they feel like they missed an opportunity with you, and they want to resurrect things. They're resisting an ending. They don't want things to end between you and them. Okay. I feel like you brought them a lot of healing. You may have nurtured them or nursed them back to life in some way, or in several ways. And maybe they were too much and you pulled out of it. And hi, Leroy. Thank you for being here. They were too much and you said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. So now they're like having to see things from a different point of view and see that they missed an opportunity here. So I feel like what they're thinking is the Knight of Cups. I feel like they're thinking of something romantic to do to get back into your good graces here, Scorpio. This has been kind of coming up for a few signs. People that have missed opportunities because they didn't realize what they had when they had it. And someone got... People get burned out. You know, people get tired of doing the same shit over and over and nothing changing. People do have their limits. You know, people take that for granted. Like when someone is loyal or perpetually like devoted or there or gives second, third, fourth, fifth chances, people get that twisted and think that's going to last forever. They really think that shit, you know, like just because someone is loyal doesn't mean they're going to like remain that way forever. They may take their loyalty the fuck on, you know? So then that person has to like sit there in their own energy and realize it's really lonely without this person. It really kind of sucks. I had it good with this person. Is it possible that I can get them back? Is what they're thinking now with this Knight of Cups. So they could double the water energy with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. So maybe they're thinking of all the ways that you were romantic toward them. You were open-hearted toward them, Scorpio. You might have done really sweet things for them. Maybe brought them teas or beer or glasses of wine when they had a hard day. just really thoughtful, caring things for them. And they missed an opportunity to like have that. So they want to resurrect it. Because they see things from a different point of view because you're out. The past energy, the devil, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements in your own chart. But this, gosh, I forget the nudity. Oh my God, I gotta set an alarm or something. I forget YouTube doesn't like that. But anyway, the devil here in the past energy is like, maybe you felt stuck to this person, or maybe they felt like they weren't ready for a commitment, or they were struggling with some form of addiction here. You could have met this person at rehab, or you could have been their counselor, their therapist, their physical therapist, you name it. Or, you know, like I said, they could have gotten injured, could have been a drinking and driving situation, and you were one of their nurses, Scorpio. And that's how you met them, and you guys were doing good until you weren't. Maybe one of the prescriptions that they got helped facilitate an addiction, and it just got too bad that you had to get out. And now they're like kind of realizing, damn, I really miss them. But I am seeing some form of addiction or toxicity in the recent past that was way too much. Okay. So the Ace of Wands, it was a frustrating situation. And I feel like somebody had I'm trying to think of another word, a intercourse addiction. That could be a thing here with this Ace of Wands reversed and this devil energy. Like maybe they like to drink and do a lot of things that you weren't into, Scorpio. Like you're like, I'm a freak, but I'm not that freaky. Like Robert H. Once the world evaporated around me and my body evaporated, I forgot all my memories, my name, what my form had been, how I had ended up like this when a giant golden arrow pointed at me. How is that so beautiful? That sounds like a poem. It really does. And in no way am I trying to minimize any trauma that you experienced, Robbie, but that is beautiful. Like the way that you worded that, I have such a deep appreciation for that. And I'm a Venus in Scorpio. I have a Scorpio stellium. So like those words are just, oh my gosh, they're just so beautiful. That giant arrow pointing at you, that reminds me of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is the sign after Scorpio, and they're literally turning their body around to shoot their arrow at Scorpio. So the fact that you incorporated that arrow, Robbie H says, then I sat with God, who had no words or form, and I knew exactly who I was, separated completely from my physical body. That is just gorgeous. Is that your right? That is beautiful. You was just on a lot of LSD. Okay. Wow. I'm blown away, and I'm rarely that. I am rarely that. You said I didn't. I don't know what the question I asked. I'm just so like mesmerized by your words. Oh, wow. Like so beautiful. That's incredible, man. That sounds like a privilege to experience that, to be formless, to be out of your body. Our bodies are like an earth suit, like a gravity suit, and they're so like heavy, and it's part of what binds us to this planet and to this consciousness. Not that we don't appreciate it, right? Because we kind of need it in some form or another. And the fact that you were outside of yours is just, I just love that. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. But, well, it was scary at first. It was like I passed, but I was so past, I couldn't even remember what I had been. That was pretty scary. Well, you're built for it, especially if you are here because you're a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. Hello, M2 Real. What's up, gang leader? Well, hello back to you. And gang. That's, man, yeah, we may have to continue that conversation, because that is, I like that. I like those kind of talks. What you're spitting right now, like those type of bars, I love that, Robbie H. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you, M2Real, for being here. So, yeah, I'm getting intercourse addiction here. Kamala, oh, that's not actually your name, but hi, GYAT. I'm at a loss, but thank you for being here. And yeah, it looks like a intercourse addiction here that you, I feel like it's not that they didn't love you. I feel like it's not that they did not love you here, Scorpio. So if you were wondering if they ever loved you, the answer is yes, they did or do. They do love you, but they have some things that were a bit too much, a lot too much, and that could have been one of them. For others of you, there could have been an impotence situation that made someone lack confidence. Or maybe, you know, that was something that was a deal breaker for you. You know, maybe it's like, well, no, that's something that I kind of require. So I'm sorry, you know, that could have been part of the equation as well, but this person still has a lot of love for you here. Okay. But I do see some addiction playing a role in the ending or the demise of the connection here. Okay. You do have the sun coming towards you, Scorpio. Your readings have been amazing lately. They have been so much better. And I say better because you guys have gone through it for a very, very, very long time. I've been reading forever. And I love to see this evolution, this transformation, which I almost forgot. I was shuffling this deck for you and the transformation card came out. I'll read this at the end. It says things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Okay. That could have been something incorporated into the reading. Like you guys are natural healers and you're naturally transformational. You go through several different passings in one incarnation. Like you pass away several times over, even though you're still here physically. You guys do that. Some of you guys have NDEs, near pass away experiences. And that's like Robbie H was saying, his was a trip, but sometimes that happens when you know, maybe you did get in a car crash and you were gone for like 7 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that. And during that time, you were connected with the all, with the source. You know, you were formless. You were outside of your body. Okay. You had this poetic, profoundly deep experience and you talked to something that is indescribable here. Okay. That could have been a factor in the equation as well. And that maybe led you away from such a low vibrational connection. But the sun here, Leo energy, you guys could have a Leo in your life, or you could have Leo placements in your own birth chart. Or this is you finding a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, a sense of clarity, peace, and abundance, and gratitude for the way things are in your life. And the fact that you make choices that are for your highest good and not for the sake of someone else, and while sacrificing your own needs. I feel like you guys are really evolving out of that. I feel like you guys for so long have put your own needs to the side in the name of helping others. And they've just trampled all over that kindness and generosity. But you said no more, Scorpio. You guys said no more. And it's like the minute that happened, it's like you passed away and you were reformed. Okay. And now you're attracting all of these limitless experiences into your lives because because you finally like loved you. So the universe is also loving you. It's like, I've been waiting for you to do this, Scorpio. I've been waiting for you to love you the way you've been loving all of these ungrateful ass people. That's what you guys don't get credit for, is your loyalty, is your capability of loving someone on a soul level that's been missing from this consciousness for eons. That's what you don't get the credit for. Everyone wants to talk about your sassiness and your get back game and, you know, all of these different things, but you don't get recognized for your greatness. I recognize your greatness. The way that you heal people, the way that people trauma dump on you, unprovoked. You don't get credit for that though, right? So, and you know what? Fun fact, a scorpion only stings when it feels threatened. It doesn't just go around stinging people for pleasure. It feels threatened first. So yeah, with the sun energy coming towards you, it's just a clarity. It's peace, man. It's getting into your childlike energy. You're in resonance with your ability to heal everything around you. Some of you guys are working with children. That kind of keeps coming up through the readings that you guys are amazing with children. And especially the ones that have been abused or traumatized, you have such a way with them. Or those that are considered socially unacceptable, like that have neurodivergence, like ADHD and autism, very special, beautiful children that you have a way with here, Scorpio. You also have a way with your inner child, especially if there was any neglect or abuse in your own childhood. Okay, you're like you fully in regenerance and healing of that inner child. The energy that you're in is the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're not really into taking people back that you've already closed the door on. I feel like this is no second chance, no third, fourth, or whatever the case may be for you guys. Like, I feel like you're like, nah, I'm gonna like take what I'm given and keep it for myself this time. And if you guys are like getting more into one and done, you guys could have been dealing with a Taurus as well, or someone that might have been a bit greedy or hoardy of material possessions, or with your energy, they could have been possessive over you as well. Maybe they weren't very healthy. Again, somebody here was struggling with addiction of all sorts. But I really feel like this is you taking your energy back and investing time, emotions, money, everything back into yourself. So you like have more love to give from a filled cup here, Scorpio. The energy around you are in environmental factors, the Two of Wands. So this is like you guys looking to your future and the possibilities that lie ahead of you with all this newfound joy, with all of this healing and all of this understanding that your love is not a toy. It is not a trinket. It is deep, profound, endless, and very loyal, very healing. It's very special. I almost said very cutesy, very demure, and I swore I was never going to say that shit. I swore I was never going to say that. Oh, man. But anyway, my Aquarius moon is like, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. But this Two of Wands is you leaving the past behind you and looking forward. And for many of you, that does include travel. It includes travel overseas. It may include a move overseas. You've established a lot through your life, and you're taking those lessons to the future, okay? I love that for you guys. So you also have the High Priestess. You have a good bit of majors in this reading. Let's see. You missed the gang meeting today. What happened? I apologize for that, and I'll catch the next one. I don't know. He says, I'm a Gemini, so everyone say I got two personalities. But really, it's just, you catch me when you catch me, LOL. I like that. That's so true. Gemini's another sign that is highly underrated for their powers and abilities as well. Like, people don't understand, without Gemini, we wouldn't be able to talk to each other. We'd still be doing that ugga caveman sort of thing. And we wouldn't have language without Gemini. We wouldn't have mutability without Gemini. And Geminis make like amazing friends as well. Two-faced, whatever, that's just the element of air. Air is meant to travel. So information travels, especially with the air signs. So, and it's not easy to be in two minds. And Gemini is lucky, if you ask me, because you guys get the masculine and feminine energies. You're like born with that. You're born with an evil twin and a good twin. You're born displaying what everyone keeps hidden about themselves. You guys are like inherently displaying that energy. So, everybody's different, and that's a beautiful thing. The High Priestess is Pisces energy, so you guys could have aspects to Pisces in your chart, or there could be a Pisces involved in your situation, but this is you guys just being in full attunement with what's best for you. You guys have an ability to pierce through facades, fakeness, shallowness, shadiness. Those of you high vibrating Scorpios, you're just born with that gift. And so you're using it for yourself, I feel, this time. Like, you may be, I see you guys on your laptops booking a flight, applying for passports, setting up your Airbnb or whatever, anything related to traveling, anything related to even astral travel or mental travel, like meditation, or like a trip, like you mentioned, Robbie H. an LSD trip, an ayahuasca trip, that's a form of travel as well, because you are leaving this plane of existence when you tap into those dimensions, right? So that's you guys looking into that. You might be finding the facts. Some of you guys might have Virgo in your chart as well. So you go look up, research the facts before you participate in something. You don't just blindly do things, or rarely anyway. So you guys could be like looking up what it is you need for whatever it is you're trying to do. But I do get a heavy use of your intuition, but using it to guide you instead of sussing out if somebody is shady or, you know, lying or deceptive, etc. It's more about you, High Priestess and the Sun. This is like, you know, how can I guide myself into joy, into prosperity, into creating magic, heaven on earth, I just heard. Also, you know, if you were any shady dealings with previous people, you knew it in your gut. You didn't really need physical receipts, although I'm sure you got them with your detective skills, Scorpio. But, you know, just confirmations of that. But I also see a trip to Egypt for many of you. If you're thinking about that, I think you should do that. I'm getting Egypt because of this crescent moon. And I'm getting that there's something you're being pulled. It's like a magnetic pull in that direction. Some of you guys may be studying the Anunnaki or, you know, Mesopotamia, etc. Just those ancient places that a lot of what we know in terms of religion are kind of based off of. I feel like you guys are just being gravitated to that and wanting to light up the darkness in terms of theology and occultism, mysticism, etc. here, okay? And then with this Page of Wands, this is your cue to go for it, and you are going for it, okay? I feel like you guys are just taking off in life. I see you leaving behind anything that didn't make the cut. Someone definitely missed an opportunity here with you. You know, they fucked around and found out, you know, they feel some type of way, Scorpio. But it's not your problem. You're going to where you've always wanted to go, but you've allowed certain factors to have you feeling tied up or stuck. Now you have a totally different perspective. You've gained some sense of enlightenment here, making heart overhead decisions, double the Pisces energy. So very psychic, use of the higher mind. It's very easy for you these days, all your life really, but especially now, to like tap in to other realms. So the Anunnaki could be literally talking to you guys and telling you to go back to those ancient lands and go decode something. It could be anything like that. So you're like looking up, you know, studying it more. You maybe even learning Egyptian. So maybe you can talk to the people and maybe get in places that the average tourist can't go, because you've actually taken the time to like pick up on the language, and you're going to go for it. It's unlimited growth potential as well. Like this trip, should you decide to go on. Sorry, guys. Okay, cool. We have another. This is a 432 hertz. Frequency that I have playing. But this Page of Cups it's a yes card. If you're considering going to Egypt or anywhere, Greece, wherever, go. You're going to gain so much enlightenment on the trip. You'll make new connections that may last forever. They have the potential to. And I also see like sand in these like pillar, erect sort of structures here in the background. It just reminds me of those pyramid structures or the sand that's there. And, you know, you taking this wand that was at one point reversed. So a lot of delays, a lot of frustrations. And now it's like green lights. It's now like you can go. The universe is wanting you to go. Your subconscious is pulling you in that direction. You're being guided in this direction. And it's just going to really light your consciousness up in ways that you only previously imagined here, Scorpio. So way to stand up for yourself. Way to value yourself. Way to embody esoteric as a whole. Esotericism as a whole. Way to embody that. Way to embody transformation. Which brings me to this card. I hope this tarot reading was helpful to you. I'm really happy to do it for you. It's the transformation card. We'll read it. It's a 106. So that number can mean something to you. That's also a 16. So you could be a November 16th, a November 7th, or a life path number 7. 7 reminds me of you standing your ground, you standing on business, you maintaining what you work so hard to achieve, and creating more experiences of profound joy and enlightenment in your life. 106. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will be, who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in flight or fight freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force, Scorpio. Wow, this so ties into this reading. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed as you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment. They loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Oshun represents the tender love of the original mother. A re-threading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. There's an activation that says, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. That is absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. I'm so happy and grateful to have brought you these messages and be of service to you. I hope you will subscribe. And if you already are, thank you so much. My gratitude extends infinitely. I'm so grateful for all of you. I would love for you to hit that thumbs up. Thank you if you already have. And comment if this resonates, if you're finding this after the live. I appreciate you infinitely so much, Scorpio. If you're looking for a personal reading, the information is in the description. Just DM me on Instagram. And I wish you all so much love, so much light, infinite abundance. Let me know about this trip to Egypt or whatever the next phase of your journey is. I'm excited to hear about it. And until next time, Scorpio, take care. Thank you, Spirit.